Here's my Spider-Man Lotus art. I made this based off of the final chapter comic issue, that iconic panel where Spider-Man's being crushed by shit and being submerged in water. And I really love the Lotus suit, so I wanted to translate that into this panel. I've been seeing a lot of stuff made on Instagram of putting the suit in iconic issues and stuff, and I thought this would be a pretty challenging one to take on, but it'd be fun. I had the goal. He's like, yeah, I'm still learning to do all this realism stuff and just starting from scratch instead of just manipulating images and stuff. And I can't draw, so I had the goal of nailing photorealism and stuff a lot better than I have in the previous stuff. Because if you look at my first art, it really doesn't hold up that well. It looks serviceable, but he really doesn't fit in with the environment, and his lighting is very flat compared to the rest of it. So I spent a good week on this one, making sure that wouldn't happen again. And I mean, I think it comes to reasonable success. But we'll see as I meander through this very, very, very long video, where you can just witness my indecision. I kind of changed directions a bunch of times throughout, and I also I had to compromise quite a bit. There's just a massive cut. I was trying to figure out assets for the video, or for the photo, how to make the debris around him, how to put the water pouring over him, etc. And I can't exactly paint those in because I just don't really have the skills. So finding those assets was really difficult, and getting them all to look I don't know, unified together was also pretty difficult. I ended up using that water thing, and then halfway through, after my third final of it, I was you know what, maybe the water isn't that good. So what you're seeing right now is just me tweaking the lighting more and more. At that point, I had already exported a few, and it's I think it's good. And then I went back, it's I should probably add lighting on the webbing, because to stick to that photorealism thing. So that's me doing that. But you can see a lot of questionable realism in these spots, and Spider-Man's too dim, and this video is just a time lapse of me going insane, really, and figuring out how to make it look real. I had the photo of the suit up next to it a lot because I couldn't really nail the intricacies of having a reference there, but I eventually got there. So there's a crack that's in the lenses that's in the final, but you cannot see it at all because of the way it's zoomed and scaled. So that's an L. Oh well. It's insignificant. I might eventually make a battle damaged version, because the way they did that suit in the trailer looks super cool. So that would be a neat thing, but it really depends on my patience and how I see myself doing other stuff too, because I've done 4 consecutive Spider-Man things. Yeah, and here's text stuff. I tried to make it look like the cover, and I think I did it pretty well. I tried to make it a little modern, but not lose that comic flair. And I used the Lotus suit there, and GJK's logo, which was difficult, or more difficult than it seemed to fit in place. Gatsby might bark at me. Okay. I really like the approved by the Comics Code Authority thing. It makes for a really nice piece in the thing. The composition, the words. But really proud of how this turned out in general, though. Even before all the lighting tweaks I'm about to spend another hour on, sped up to 2 minutes, I still think it turned out really nice. So you can see me just throwing in random assets and seeing what sticks, because I've kind of found that that's the way I've been designing. So maybe that's what design school is for. But otherwise, it'll take about 4 years to find out, so we'll see. But there's me placing in Ian's Edits logo. I had to re-export it so many times because I was cropping it, and the Ian's Edits logo was getting cropped out or double placed, and I just wasted so much time doing that. Oh yeah, he's really sped up proper shading, where it takes a bit of a step up in quality, because I turned off the water. It's I like the edge lighting, so I just got rid of the water and worked on that. The Lotus suit has a really weird seam on it, on the left, the rightmost web on the face, where it just has more shade under it, and I think it was put in there intentionally so it would have more realism in the CG models that they do, which is a smart move. I don't know anything about that stuff, but that was also a huge help for like visual reference in making this. As you can see, I also made them a lot brighter, but it's hard to make out the individual things I'm doing here. So, but yeah, I ended up using a lens flare because that's like a crush for me. Real easy to do. And then I tried adding the water back, which I kept in like some final versions. I thought it was like, I didn't want to stray too far from the original thing, so I just did it to have it there too. And there's me tweaking with a million different exports and lighting because I'm a psychopath and I like the Instagram post having like 30 slides. What else? There's not much else, honestly. A lot of it's just really specific lighting and like just seeing, hey, what here do I like and what here do I not like? And it's a real mixed bag. So, it was a challenge getting everything to fit together right and look right, but I am really proud of how it all ended up. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Subscribe, please, I beg. Good night.